Greetings captains, Gunship here. This is a replay of a battle I did earlier today. It went pretty well. I mean, there's no point showing you a bad battle, right? But I thought this is a new format for me, just showing you a normal game where I play a ship or ships and see how things goes and how they pans out. And I thought this one was quite fun and quite interesting. So here we go. I'm in the Peacock. It's one of my favorite ships in the game. It has a particularly good fast firing gun at the front, and I find that really useful. Generally speaking, you can go into most battles, and as long as you keep your nose relatively clean, you have a good chance of getting at least 2 or 3 kills with this one before the enemy gets to you. So without further ado, let's get started. We are on the Volcanic Island map, and my first port of call is to actually challenge the B point here, because it's always a bit of a hotspot. And as you can see there in the distance, there is at least one PDO2. In fact, I think there's 2 of them. There's one to the left, one to the right. So I'm start shooting at the first one here, and I damage him well. He's down to 11%. Now he does smoke up. I do manage to kill him, and I'm lucky to avoid the incoming fire. Now the second one is somewhere in the smoke, so I'm kind of using his gunfire to try and aim and see if I can get him down, and there he goes. So that's 2 times PDO2 to start off with, so that's very good. And I am relatively damaged already, as you can see from my ship in the bottom left corner there. Got a bit of damage at the back, but you know, it was well worth it for the first salvo into the game. I've been experimenting a little bit with repairs as well. So at the moment I don't have repairs turned on, and actually I can see here I did a mistake. I should have had the fire protection set to automatic as well. Now I start getting a little bit of fire in here from my left side, but I do find a couple of targets more in the front here, and getting things repaired in time and so on. Try to see if I can make some headway with first. I do get some shots further from the right, so I do switch over. See, my gun has gone red there, and I forget to do the repair bit. There's always a bit of a trade-off between having full repairs on automatic or not, but here we got looks like a Russian boat, so I need to try and do something about. And with a bit of luck, I managed to just about kill him. But I got taken out by a PT-15. So that was the guy from the left. It's very difficult when you are in the center of that map to, especially when you're on the point, because you get shot from all directions, right? So luckily I got enough spawn points, so I spawned the plane, and it's one of my favorites. It's got 6 rockets and it got 2 bombs, and a little while ago they changed this so you can now actually release the bombs one at a time. So that's very handy. Now getting a bit closer here, I have to identify and pick my targets basically. Now that torpedo boat there in the start there, I'm gonna do a drive on, and I'm gonna just see if I can, kill it with rockets first. And I managed to do that, which means I still have my 2 bombs. So I know that that's the Russian that I didn't manage to kill, but here we go. Maybe you can release one of them. I go on fire, so I just drop both bombs and I do get him. So actually, here he goes, and so that was a nice little fly out there. 2 kills. That's very good in my book at least. So I respawn in my Bray border. This is a nice British ship. It's quick. Pretty much is on par with the American PT-811 and 810, not PDO2 in terms of speed. It's sort of 86 kilometers an hour. It's quick enough, and I'm sort of a little bit on open water, so I do take a few pot shots at destroyer here, or frigate. I think it is a destroyer, but you don't do a lot of damage in PT boats towards these ships these days. So I'm more interested to see if I actually can torpedo someone. So I'm keeping quite close to the coast to my left, and I can see there is a couple of destroyers stroke frigates of the enemy, as you can see just now. Now I do sail a little bit to the left here, just so I keep behind that sort of island that is sticking out there to avoid detection essentially. As I get a bit closer, I'll now have to make sure I get out, and you can see there is one ship here that is moving forward. So we do have an enemy destroyer or gunboat here that is coming forward, and I just hope he doesn't spot me really, but it looks like when he's firing his cannons that he is probably tunneling in on some other enemy. So I think, right, I'm not going to try and wake him up by shooting at him. I'm just going to be as stealthy as I possibly can, be in open water, release his torpedo, and yeah, off it goes. And here we go. It hits nicely, and he is toast. Now, what do you do then? You're on open water. You are clearly detected because you just killed an enemy. Now there is a ship there that is potential prey, so I will try and get there. So I'm ducking and diving a little bit, but I am taking hits, and you can see that enemy just straight in front of me. Yeah, he takes me out, and that's fair enough. I luckily had enough spawn points so I could spawn in a second plane. I've taken the Firefly because it carries 2 1,000-pound bombs. Now that ship bumping up and down flying didn't fly up like that in actual battle, but I spot this destroyer here and I drop him a little present, and it takes him out quite nicely. Now I try to turn around and I try to get back to base, but would go a lot easier if I had a tail. I'm now in my last spawn. This is a grey fox, appropriately named, at least for the color. So I got I think it's a PR 1124 in the distance, and it's a bit of a way away, as you can see on the arc of the shots here. So it's not the easiest thing to hit, but I'm doing my best here to just try and keep the fire going the best I can. It's down to 21%, and I probably just need to move my aim a little bit more to the right. Let's see if I can knock a bit of the final crew out. And there he goes. So that's nicely kill number 7. Awfully trying to get in and defend the B point that was decaptured, because we did have B early on. Do have other ships coming in here, and I think that is one of my menace. It's a buzzard, and yes, I think he doesn't like me particularly a lot. I'll do my best to fight him, but no, he got me. So yeah, I got killed to the buzzard, which is now suitably stranded. And for me, that is the end of the battle. But as you can see, we are now capturing the B point, and the battle is essentially over. In the post-battle screen you can see we did a good amount of damage to the naval targets. I got some research done for my Peacock, Brave Border, and also the Grey Fox. Plus I'm trying to get the HMS Leopard. 64,000 silver lions, that should be more than plenty to cover the repair cost, which I would estimate at about 25,000 silver lions. So good fun battle. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you like this format. Should I do more of these? Should I do bigger ships? I think I do have one replay lying for a good battle with a Scharnhorst. So yeah, let me know what you think, and thanks very much for watching. See you next time. Bye for now.